weird thing because society expects you by certain ages to hit certain milestones, including partner, house, marriage, kids.
Society doesn't expect you to do anything. Okay, the societal norms for stuff like this have been thrown out the window. Society does not expect you to do anything. Rails on a crazy train. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. I have a few clips we're going to be going over. These women are slowly but surely, they are starting to realize that a large majority of these men are not going to be entertaining them anymore. They're not going to be taking them on dates. They are only going to be interested in the nighttime visits, the 3 a.m. text messages. No more dates. These men are done with dating. These men are done with courting women and giving them any kind of attention that does not benefit them more than it benefits the woman. So if that sounds like a good time to you, come on in, sit down, grab a beverage, get you a little snack, and hey, how's it going? My name's Rat Boy. Let's get into it.
So I turned 30 in like 6 weeks, and I've been single my whole life, and I don't really know of any other people who are in the same position. I've got people who are like, oh my god, I've been single for so long, and like, you know, it's been like 3 years since my partner broke up with me, and I'm there like, I never had a partner. And I don't really know, like none of my friends, no one in my circle, I haven't really met anybody who actually is in the same position. I know there's people out there, so hopefully this reaches the right people. I mean, technically I did have a boyfriend when I was like 11, but we never broke up, and then we went on summer holiday. So I guess technically you could say that we were actually still together. So I've either never been in a relationship or I've only ever been in one. Jokes. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really weird thing because society expects you by certain ages to hit certain milestones, including partner, house, marriage, kids.
Society doesn't expect you to do anything. Okay, the societal norms for stuff like this have been thrown out the window. Society does not expect you to do anything. However, there is something called a biological clock. Women have this, men do not. We've been through this, but women have something called a biological clock. And this clock starts to tick louder and louder the older these women get. This woman is in her 30s. This clock is in her ear right now, buzzing, ticking, talking. It's nonstop in her ear right now, to the point to where she has to make videos exclaiming to random strangers on the internet that she's never been in a relationship. She's never had a relationship in her life. She has only done random hookups and nighttime visits and behind the dumpster meets. That's it. That's all she's done. And then she wonders why she can't keep a man. But men don't want to be anywhere around you. Men see these types of women and they run far away. They see a woman that has no problem entertaining random men on any certain day. I'm sure she's been on every dating app. She's been on the carousel. She's been taking turns in and out, every entrance and exit she can think of, and still can't keep a man. And I wonder why that is. Could it be because of the poor decisions in her past? Who knows? There's very little that we can take from a video like this because she's saying she's never been in a relationship. Okay, a lot of men have never been in a relationship. What makes you so special? You know how many men out there have never been in a relationship? You know how many men get absolutely zero attention from women? Like, women don't even look at them. Like, a lot of times a woman will see an average man, just an average man that maybe is on the same level as she is. Just imagine this, you know, this guy is the attraction level that this woman is. This woman will not even think of this man as human. These men are considered like wild animals. Like, just ignore them, don't look them in the eyes, and walk away. This is insane. Maybe quit chasing all the men that you know you're never gonna land. You're never gonna keep these men. These men are just gonna fly like a cornfield and then send you back on your way. But then you wonder why you don't have a marriage and kids and all this other stuff you've named off. Are you insane? This is delusional. This is completely delusional that you would act this way, and then you're sitting here wondering why you don't have a man. Well, why you've never been in a relationship, why you don't have a boyfriend. The decisions you made, that's how you wound up here. Women will never understand this. They think that it's just something that the universe has a plan, and you know, the manifestation hasn't taken effect and all this stuff. This is your problem. This is your problem. Okay, men see you and they run in the opposite direction. You need to figure out why that is, and then you need to possibly lower your standards and quit going after these dudes that you have no shot with. These men that will have no issue, you know, piping you down on a Wednesday night, but then again, they're not trying to get in a relationship with you. They can get in a relationship with a woman that is far more attractive, more pleasant to be around, and not in her 30s. Damn! That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
And I'm like, I have none of those things. And when you're single, and you've always been single, you have to plan your life as a single person. Like, when I think about the future, I can't plan my life with a partner in mind because I don't have that right now. And yeah, that's how I feel, at least. I plan my life as a single person. What are the things I want to do? I want to travel, I want to run my business. And if someone comes along and I fall madly in love and we have the best life together ever, amazing. But I think when you've never had a partner, you can't imagine what it's like to actually be in a relationship, to actually like have your person. So yeah, don't really know what I'm trying to say, but are there anybody else who has this? Is there anybody else in the same position?
Nobody cares. Nice hat.
Yeah, there's billions and billions of men that experience this every day. Now what? How does that affect you? It doesn't affect you at all. This is, you know what? And I'm going to do her one better. Let me go ahead and plan your single life for you. What you need to do is you need to get you a couple cats. Get the orange kind. I hear the orange cats are the ones that are a little, you know, have a better personality. You're going to need someone with a personality where you live because you're not contributing anything in that area. And then you need to get you a nice class to go to. I recommend Pilates. Any kind of class to kind of work your lower half would be ideal. You got to get those glutes working, you know, lunges, squats. You know the drill. You know what to do. You're just too lazy to do them. Like, this is, do we really have to have this conversation right now? And then you need to be very comfortable being alone. And I would suggest, you know, getting a few books, read you a few books, stay off the internet, because, you know, that's just going to make you feel even more lonely. These women, they're super lonely. Then they get online and they see all their friends with their houses and their husbands and their kids, and they're, why me? Me. And they get online and start complaining. Like, no, we don't need any more of that. Okay. Just stay alone. These men, they're happy alone. You need to quit coping online. You need to be alone. Okay. That is the easiest solution for everyone involved. What's crazy to me about this entire video is that, you know, she's not a 10 or anything, but she could definitely find a man that would be good for her. But what are these women doing? They all want to go after the same dude, and it's not going to work. Of course, these dates are failing. It's not going to work. You're going to have a bad time if all these women are trying to date the same fucking dude. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
I am officially in my single girl era, and what that means is I just truly do not give a damn anymore. I do not care about talking to men. I do not care when men come up to me. Of course, I'm not going to be rude because that could be my husband eventually, but I'm just actively not looking anymore. I am going to delete all my apps. I'm deleting anything regarding social media and dating. I don't want anything to do with that.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And here's where they start dodging accountability. Let's go ahead and let's mark this one down. Anyone keeping score? But we're at what minute mark are we at? Just mark this down, because we have a woman saying she's going to delete any social media that involves dating. I hate to break this to you, but every social media app for an attractive woman is a dating app. That's just how it works. Women will never admit to this because they have no idea how social media is for men. You know, men don't get validation. They don't get the DM. A social media app for an average man is dead. It's okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless that man does something on the app. Okay, but you have a attractive woman. She posts a video of like her fingernail, and then all of a sudden she has 860 notifications. It happens every time. Every social media app for an attractive woman is a dating app. That's just the way these things work. I'm telling you right now, every single attribute that a dating app gives you, that's every single attribute that an attractive woman gets from just a regular social media app. But is she going to delete her Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and everything? Nah, she's not going to delete. She's going to keep those up. She's going to keep posting on those. She'll keep getting the notifications and the DMs, and she'll keep entertaining these men. They might not take her out on a date. They might just, take her back to his place and, blow her back out or something. But this is insane. It's insanity. She's going to turn off this video, look into her Facebook chat, her Facebook Messenger, and just pick one of them random dudes, and that's going to be her, I'm doing air quotes here, date, where basically what she's doing is going to this dude's house at 1 a.m. and laying pipe.
Yeah, boy.
I've even limited posting on my Instagram, and I also did a cleanse on my Instagram where I deleted every single man that I used to talk to, because you don't get to see me looking good. You don't deserve that. You don't get to see me looking good. You don't get to see me looking fine. You lost that privilege. So moving forward, it's all about me, my business, and just my overall mental health. And ever since I've cut men off, I have been in a great space, and I genuinely, truly mean that. I'm not just saying that to be like one of those girls. Like, I genuinely am very, very happy. So thank the Lord for growth.
And all we can do is pray for her. But still, this is real shit.
And the cope continues. She'll be one of these other ones that will kind of latch on to the religious grift and find her a nice Bible simp to suckle off of. I mean, look, we've seen this happen every single time. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's likely. She threw the God bless you in there, so I'm just kind of making assumptions at this point. But for the record, none of my assumptions have ever been wrong, have they? You can honestly say they haven't. Okay, let's be real here. She's not deleting the social media app. She's still gonna be meeting with men. Now, she might not be dating them, but gonna be seeing them. All these women see these men, and that's the loophole. Okay, they justify it saying, okay, well, I'm keeping my word. I'm not going out on dates. I'm just letting Chad blow my back out. It's not a date, just a little. It's an appointment. It's a back blowing out appointment. Okay, that's what it is. It's not a date. We know the little loopholes that you put in your TikToks, ma'am.
I'm going on a date tomorrow for like the trillionth time because that's part of life when you're single for 9 years now.
There you go.
And I was just thinking, like,
I wonder why you've been single for 9 years.
Must it be to experience going on dates with someone you're actually
in
a relationship with?
It's not gonna happen.
Where you can actually enjoy the activity, the place, the time, instead of every time you're on a date, it's, does this guy even like me? Don't drink too much. Don't say that. Am I ever gonna see him again? Like, it must be nice to go on dates that aren't like that.
You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like out there. You may think you do, but you don't.
Yeah, it's really nice. You know what else is nice? I've realized a lot of men just do not like women that have gotten a lot of modifications done to their bodies, whether it's piercings, tattoos, nose jobs, lips, chins, stuff like that. And, I'm not saying anything in particular. I'm just saying that men really don't like that. And a lot of times men will categorize women that have those things done as recreational use only. What that means is these women will have a fun time with these men. They'll go out with these men. These men will take them back home and do what men do with these women. And then they'll never call them again. It'll just keep happening like that just because these men do not classify these women as anything serious because of outward appearances. I'm not saying it's right. Me personally, I'm the same way. If I see a woman with a lot of tattoos and piercings and facial injections and fillers and tucks and nips and a Botox and all this other stuff, it's not even on my radar. It's not going to happen. I mean, I might, if it's 1 a.m. and, she wants to ride over, sure, but there's not going to be anything serious there. Okay, nothing serious is going to happen with these women. There's not going to be this long relationship. It's going to be very transactional. This is how these women have wanted it. They want the men with the money and stuff. So, of course, the dating is going to be more transactional. You pay for the date, and then she pays you by blowing your back. It's very transactional here. So I have no pity for women who have decided to turn dating into something that's transactional, and then they realize that they have nothing to barter with. So men are not trying to date them anymore. There's no benefit for men. It's not transactional if men do not benefit from it in a certain way. So that is why the dates have went bye-bye for these women. These men are realizing that they can not only keep their money, they can keep their peace, they can keep their sanity, and they don't have to waste their time on women that have no intentions of doing anything serious, being in a relationship. Sure, they say it online, they say it on these videos, but you know it, I know it, they know it, that they are not being completely honest in these videos. They are still going to entertain the top tier dudes. They are still going to make sure that they only match on these apps with dudes that are 6'5" and 6-packs and the 6-figure income and all this other stuff. And this is how it's always been. Until that changes, nothing else is going to change, unfortunately. I think these next couple of generations of men, they need to realize that it's just a lost cause. You need to work on yourself, work on your finances, work on your physique. You will 100% get attention from women if you do all this. I would not recommend relationships with these women. I'd recommend, recreational use only. You do not want to endanger your assets or your livelihood or your future by mistakenly trying to start a relationship with a woman who has been completely ran through and has no value for you in your life.